Hello and welcome to this episode. As we eagerly anticipate the final episode of Attack on Titan, let's take a look into a comprehensive recap of the entire series to refresh our minds. So let's make it memorable. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and share your thoughts on what Attack on Titan has meant to you over the years. Let's rewind to the beginning. In the sun-starved underground district, Levi operated as part of a thieving crew with his partner, Ferland Church. Maneuvering through heists using gear, they encountered Isabel Magnolia, pursued by guards for attempting to rescue an injured bird. Choosing to welcome Isabel into their fold, their lives took a turn when an enigmatic surface-dwelling individual manipulated them into a mission. Successfully completing this mission promised them citizenship on the surface, leading to their unexpected apprehension by the Survey Corps, headed by Owen Smith. Owen extended an offer, absolving Levi and his companions of their criminal records in exchange for joining the Survey Corps. Levi, Ferland, and Isabel embarked on a new journey, much to the chagrin of their watchful superior, Flagon. As they adapted to their new lives, memories of an enigmatic man's request to assassinate Owen lingered. Despite a fruitless search in Owen's office, the trio devised a scheme to ambush Owen during an expedition. Levi's initial plan to undertake this perilous task alone faltered when Ferland and Isabel convinced him to let them accompany him. During an expedition, the Survey Corps confronted a horde of Titans. Levi's team made a significant contribution to their extermination, earning them Owen's reprimand for their propagative use of gas. Seizing an opportunity presented by heavy rainfall, Levi approached Owen closely, only to be confronted upon his return by a brutal sight. The rest of his squad, including Ferland and Isabel, had fallen prey to a Titan ambush. This traumatic event sent Levi into a frenzy as he faced the last remaining Titan, discovering that Owen had carried a counterfeit document throughout their mission, rendering their efforts meaningless. Adhering to his upbringing of having no regrets, Levi resolved to persist in following Owen as a dedicated member of the Survey Corps. Fast forward a century, and humanity found refuge within colossal walls, Wall Maria, Wall Rose, and Wall Sheena, shielding them from the ravenous Titans. Enter Eren Yeager, hailing from Shiganshina district, yearning to explore the outside world. His desire to join the scout regiment, despite the perilous casualties they faced, deeply troubled his friend Mikasa and their mother, Carla. The breach of Wall Maria led to chaos, with smaller Titans flooding in after a colossal 60M Titan breached the gate to Shiganshina district. Panic engulfed the town, and as Eren and Mikasa ran back to their home, they found Carla trapped under debris, facing the approaching smiling Titan. Despite Carla's urging to escape, they stayed until the city guard, Hannes, arrived, promising protection, but eventually whisking Eren and Mikasa away. Hannes apologized to Eren, acknowledging his fear of the smiling Titan and the vulnerability of Eren and Mikasa. Some residents of Shiganshina escaped to the inner Wall Maria, but soldiers' attempts to repel the Titans were futile as the armored Titan breached the inner Wall Maria. The government faced a food shortage crisis, compelling refugees to either work on farms or engage in the fight to reclaim Wall Maria. Approximately 250,000 people, representing 20% of the human population, opted to join the battle, but ultimately succumbed to the Titans. This tragic loss fueled Eren's determination for revenge, leading him to enlist in the army alongside Mikasa and Armin. Under drill instructor Keith Shadis, the 104th Cadet Corps recruits underwent rigorous combat training. Eren entered a rivalry with Gene Kirstein, who aimed for a safe position in the military police regiment within the inner city walls. Training on omnidirectional mobility gear, Eren sought help from Reiner Braun and Berthold Hoover. As they underwent training, the Scout Regiment embarked on a mission driven by curiosity, deciding to pursue a Titan spotted in the forest for research. Hanji, driven by curiosity, decided to pursue a Titan spotted in the forest, hoping to capture it for research. Luring the Titan towards her, it inexplicably retreated deeper into the forest. Tracking it to the heart of the woods, Hanji discovered the Titan repeatedly slamming its head against a particular tree. When she approached, the Titan turned aggressive, but Levi and his team intervened, ultimately eliminating the creature. Upon investigating the scene, they made a grisly discovery: the decapitated body of Ilse Langar, a soldier from the 34th Scout Regiment Division, concealed within the tree. A notebook belonging to her contained detailed records, revealing that, after her squad was slaughtered by Titans, she managed to escape on foot. Later, she found herself cornered by a Titan, which, instead of instantly attacking her, began conversing with her in the human language, addressing her as Ymir. Ilse attempted to communicate with the Titan, but it eventually turned hostile once more, beheading her. Strangely, the Titan chose not to consume her body, but rather placed it inside the tree. Persuading Awen to authorize operations for capturing Titans alive and studying them, Hanji used the notebook as leverage. They also returned Ilse's belongings to her grief-stricken family. In the year 849, John returned home after 2 years of intensive training, leading to a heated disagreement with Sasha following a training exercise. Commander Pixies suggested settling their differences in a friendly cooking contest, with Armin and Annie teaming up with John and Reiner and Connie joining forces with Sasha. The two groups ventured into the forest in pursuit of a notorious giant boar to serve as the main ingredient. Sasha's team, the first to locate the boar, engaged in a fierce battle, with Sasha emerging victorious, claiming the boar for her group. Meanwhile, John was visited by his mother, and their interaction left him feeling embarrassed. Attempting to outshine Sasha, he devised a plan to steal high-quality beef from the office, but Armin and Annie declined to assist him. John eventually abandoned his scheme, opening a lunchbox thoughtfully prepared by his mother containing a simple yet heartwarming omelet. This triggered memories of the support he received from his mother throughout his life. The cooking competition swiftly commenced, with Sasha presenting a delicate boar steak and John showcasing his modest omelet. Commander Pixies declared John the winner, recognizing his superior culinary abilities, despite how delicious Sasha's steak was. Satisfied with his victory, John contemplated paying a visit to his mother, recognizing the significance of her unwavering support. In the year 848, new recruits were divided into 2 groups for a wilderness exercise designed to teach them self-sufficiency during times of peace. Marco faced a challenging task as the leader of his group, dealing with the overbearing personalities of both Aaron and John. On the other, in the latest developments of the story, the Survey Corps faces a challenging situation as they confront 7 smaller Titans in the fuel storage area. Despite effective strategies, the soldiers find themselves with depleted gear. Armin devises a new plan to lead the Titans to an elevator and blind them with eye shots, allowing others to attack from above. Masasa and Annie play crucial roles in saving Sasha and Connie, and with their fuel replenished, the soldiers prepare to retreat. During this chaos, a mysterious Titan emerges, defeating the others, and the shocking revelation unfolds when Eren emerges from its body. This leaves Masasa overjoyed by Eren's survival, and Armin notices Eren's regenerated limb. Captain Levi and his squad manage to reclaim a town from the Titans, but urgent calls lead them to the Tross district, which is under Titan attack. The narrative takes a darker turn when Eren is consumed by a bearded Titan, finding himself within its stomach alongside other victims. Driven by rage, Eren transforms into a mysterious Titan, creating a dilemma for his comrades who witness his emergence. Despite their efforts to keep it a secret, Commander Kits discovers the truth and orders his men to point weapons at Eren. Armin and Mikasa attempt to defend Eren, but Kits orders the cannons to fire on them. In a desperate move, Eren recalls his father's vague memories, urging him to reclaim Wall Maria and visit their basement using the key. This leads to Eren partially transforming into a Titan, emerging to shield Masasa and Armin from the cannons within his ribcage. The soldiers share relief, realizing that the secrets to humanity's survival and Titan destruction lie within Eren's former house's basement. Despite these efforts, the mission is marked as a failure, and a military tribunal led by Commander Zachary decides to entrust Eren to the Scout Regiment. Levi plays a crucial role in helping Eren master his Titan powers. Meanwhile, Annie, in the military police, uncovers a sinister plot involving the drug codon. She infiltrates the 57th expedition, targeting Eren. As the narrative progresses, Masasa experiences a surreal vision, and confronts challenges to be with Eren. The story intensifies during an expedition when a female Titan appears, leading to intense battles and significant losses for Levi's squad. Eren decides to transform into a Titan, but the female Titan gains the upper hand, decapitating and consuming him. The Scout Regiment returns to town with casualties, facing blame for the failed mission. Eren awakens behind Walshina, and the town blames the Scout Regiment for their actions. A capital hearing is called to decide Eren's custody. Annie dreams of her father's training and wakes up in the Stows district, adding another layer of complexity to the unfolding narrative. As memories of Eren and Historia are revealed, the shocking truth about their past emerges. Historia discovers her half-sister Frida, who possessed the power of the founding Titan, was devoured by Grisha, Eren's father. This revelation leaves both Eren and Historia in emotional turmoil. Simultaneously, a coup led by pixies gains momentum as the truth about the government's deceit is exposed. The Scouts, led by Squad Levi, continue their mission to rescue Historia and Eren. The military police, once pursuing the Scouts, now face consequences for their involvement in framing them and the government's betrayal. The story unfolds with political intrigue, personal struggles, and the fight for freedom against a corrupted government. Characters face the consequences of their actions and grapple with the weight of their pasts. The narrative weaves together themes of sacrifice, redemption, and the pursuit of a better future. The tension builds as alliances shift, and characters are forced to make difficult choices in the face of overwhelming odds. The complexities of the story are reflected in the moral dilemmas faced by the characters, blurring the lines between right and wrong. The resolution remains uncertain, and the story leaves room for contemplation on the nature of power, freedom, and the enduring impact of choices made by individuals and nations. As the rumbling echoes through the world, the fate of Paradise Island and its inhabitants hangs in the balance, reaching a critical turning point with far-reaching consequences. In the midst of these developments, the narrative shifts to the battle against the Colossal Titan and the Beast Titan. Mikasa successfully executes a plan to incapacitate the Colossal Titan, while Levi faces challenges in battling the Beast Titan and the Summoned Titans. The story explores the consequences of the characters' actions and the sacrifices made in the struggle for survival. The focus then shifts to Eren's determination to carry out his mission for the sake of Eldia, revealing his plan to use the power of the founding Titan to initiate the rumbling and eliminate all threats to Paradise Island. This decision shocks his comrades, including Falco and Reiner, who struggle to comprehend the magnitude of Eren's intentions. The narrative takes a darker turn as the Warhammer Titan, controlled by Lara Tiber, confronts Eren in a fierce battle. Eren utilizes the powers of the Attack, Founding, and Warhammer Titans, proving to be a formidable force. The Survey Corps intervenes to support Eren, leading to intense conflicts and moral dilemmas for characters like Reiner. As the conflict escalates, the true nature of the Founding Titan's power is unveiled. Eren, driven by his desire for freedom and revenge, uses the Founding Titan to control pure Titans and wreak havoc on Marley. The consequences of this power become evident as innocent lives are lost, and the world witnesses the destructive force of the Titans. The story delves into the complexities of morality, the consequences of one's actions, and the cyclical nature of conflict. Characters are forced to confront their beliefs, and alliances are tested as Paradise Island becomes the focal point of a global crisis. Flashbacks provide further insight into Eren's motivations, showcasing the impact of his father Grisha's choices and the burden of inheriting the Attack Titan. The narrative weaves together past and present, revealing the interconnectedness of characters and the weight of their shared history. As the rumbling continues, Paradise Island faces increasing isolation and hostility from the rest of the world. The once hopeful prospect of freedom transforms into a bleak reality, and characters must grapple with the consequences of their actions. The story unfolds with a sense of inevitability, exploring themes of sacrifice, redemption, and the pursuit of a better future. The fate of Eldia hangs in the balance, and the characters must navigate a world on the brink of upheaval. The narrative tension builds as alliances shift, and characters are forced to make difficult choices in the face of overwhelming odds. The complexities of the story are reflected in the moral dilemmas faced by the characters, blurring the lines between right and wrong. The resolution of the conflict remains uncertain, and the story leaves room for contemplation on the nature of power, freedom, and the enduring impact of choices made by individuals and nations alike. As the rumbling echoes through the world, the fate of Paradise Island and its inhabitants hangs in the balance, and the story reaches a critical turning point with far-reaching consequences. In the latest developments, the story shifts to the Marleyan forces as they attempt to stop Eren and the Wall Titans. Levi faces the relentless onslaught of Titans summoned by Zeke, managing to outmaneuver and defeat them. However, the Titans faced a dire situation, prompting Phelan to bravely join the battle. Peak intervened after delivering Levi, Gabby, Yenna, and Yanuk Capone to Math. Amidst apparent defeat, a surprise explosion derailed Jurist reinforcements. Falco, transforming into the Jaw Titan, charged into the chaos. Flock's attempt to damage the ship's hull failed, as Gabby shot down the Thunder Spear, causing it to plunge into the sea. Falco, losing control, attempted to devour Peak, but Moth successfully extracted him from his Titan. The group discovered a captured Marleyan cruiser at the shore. Moth, along with Shadis, stayed behind to destroy it, sacrificing their lives for the greater good. Meanwhile, the group sailed to Oda. He delivered the heart-wrenching news that Marley and Liberio were beyond salvation, leaving Annie visibly distressed. Despite persuasion to stay, Annie questioned Math once again about sacrificing Eren to halt the rumbling, expressing exhaustion from the violence. Several months before the Liberio assault, the scouts witnessed persecution of Emir's subjects on the Marleyan shoreline. After rescuing a young thief named Ramsey, Azum Mito informed them of Marley's crackdown on escapees through blood tests. He aimed for peace by allying with her protection group, but Eren's disappearance led Math to Ramsey's home. At a protection group assembly, the representative advocated for Eldian's freedom, but called for the extermination of Paradis Devils, causing Eren's despondency. Flashbacks revealed Eren's secret plans and Historia's attempt to thwart them. In the present, the Global Alliance's navy failed against Eren, who declared his intention to destroy Marley. As the group prepared to flee, a dilemma arose regarding protecting them from Marleyan forces. Connie opposed wiping them out. Reiner and Annie rejected battling former Survey Corps comrades. Math resorted to torturing Yenna for Eren's location, leading to a change of heart. The engineers delivered devastating news. The flying boat wouldn't be ready for 12 hours. Kiyomi's suggestion to go to Odia faced opposition from jurists. Annie and Reiner transformed into Titans, joined by Kesa, HJN, and Connie in the struggle. Phelan and Peak entered the battle, with a train of jurist reinforcements exploding. Falco, as the Jaw Titan, charged in, and despite Flock's failed attempt to damage the ship, it sailed off. The colossal Titans initiated the rumbling, claiming countless lives. The vessel docked at Oda Annie, and the remaining scouts, warriors, and Onin Capone set off on a flying boat to confront Eren. Flock sabotaged the boat, but the repairs were halted by the rumbling. He faced the colossal Titans alone, providing a distraction for liftoff. Armin became the new leader. The group discussed plans in the paths, where Eren revealed the necessity of his demise to halt the rumbling. Falco hinted at his Titan flight ability. As they watched the Beast Titan thwart an airship assault, refugees sought refuge in Fort Salta. Salvation came in the form of the flying boat, with Peak and Reiner transforming. Armin challenged Eren's freedom. So that's it for this piece. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching.